Yo, Jake. This is gonna be the fucking recording for my life story or whatever the fuck we wanna call it. I think I fucking crushed it on the background. I think we have a pretty lindy background. I didn't even realize that I have this, like, that it looks so nice on camera in my house. So fucking, we might have to do more of these just talking, cause this is fucking status delta as fuck to have this on the background. But yeah, so that's funny as shit. But yeah, I haven't scripted this at all. I'm just gonna freestyle it for most parts. Of course, I have gone through my life story fucking million times for content, so I have like a pretty good idea what I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'll probably ramble a fuck ton for it. So yeah, let's try to make it the best video as we can. And also, I'll try to drop some pictures for you, about my come up and about the times when I struggled, etc. To like make the video, like we can throw the pictures on the screen, but I'm not 100% sure on it yet. But I'll probably find something and I'll try to get those to you as well. But I haven't done it yet. But yeah, let's make it the fucking craziest video, bro. Let's get some views. Let's get some top of funnel, bro. But yeah, let's start. Fucking hell. Yo, what up everyone? It's Levi Erla here, and today we have a really interesting video to cover. Basically, I'm gonna be telling my story on how I went from being completely broke, having 64 cents in my bank account, to making over $40,000 a month 6 months later. So today, fucking hell. Yo, what up everyone? So it's Levi Erla here, and today we have a really interesting video in our hands. Basically, I'm gonna be sharing my story on how I went from completely broke, having 64 cents in my bank account, not having a business, having no idea what to do in life, to 6 months later making over $40,000 a month by running a lead generation agency. Everything that happened in that time, everything that happened before it, because that's actually probably one of the biggest things, and a little bit also what I'm doing right now. So it's gonna be an interesting video. I get a lot of questions about my background, what I've done, main lessons and learnings about it. So I thought that this is gonna be a really useful video. Amazing, but yeah, it's gonna also be pretty much a freestyle video. So let's hope that I don't ramble too much on some useless details. But yeah, and as you can also see, we have a pretty nice background. And yeah, we are here in my living room in Dubai right now. And yeah, we are right now here. If you're wondering, I'm just sitting in my living room in Dubai, just living life here. And yeah, let's get into it. But just for context, one thing that I really think that matters a lot in my own background story, and during the time frame that I really quote unquote came up, or however you want to call it, I don't consider myself mega successful yet. I think that's like in the 8th and 9th figures you can start calling yourself successful. But everything really started from when I was 14. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's like it doesn't really matter that much. But when I was 14, I remember one of the first jobs that I ever got was in sales. And yeah, that might sound crazy. 14 years old in sales, like what the fuck were you selling? And yeah, I understand it sounds a bit ridiculous, and it for sure was. We basically had in my hometown, really small hometown in Finland, we had this telemarketing center, and they had a small room full of like 15-year-old, 14-year-old, 16-year-old kids, and we were selling magazines over the phone to people. And a few of my friends worked there, and they were telling me that, yeah, like a few days ago I went to work, I worked there for like 3 hours and I made 50 euros. I was like, yo, that's actually crazy money, that's actually sick. So I wanted in, I applied, I got the job, which wasn't really that hard, and I started selling. And I wasn't there for a long time, maybe for like a month or two. I can't remember exactly because that's like 8 years ago. But yeah, I was there for a month or two. We were selling electricity contracts 8 hours a day in this very small office with my friends. And yeah, I never really made money. I probably like 80% of my salaries and commissions never got paid out to me. So they were running a little bit of a shady operation. I didn't have any contracts or anything, so I didn't really ever get paid for it. But just that experience alone really sparked the fire in me. I was like, yo, like sales is actually fairly cool. I want to be in sales. Even though I really didn't know what sales meant. I just thought that it's like just reading a script and just calling a lot of people, and I thought that's sales. So, but that's when the sales fly bit me. That was like, oh shit, this is actually cool. This is what I might want to do in the future. So yeah, after that summer, I went to high school. I went to just basic study in high school. Never had any crazy plans. Was always thinking like, yeah, I just can't wait to get a normal 9-to-5 job, just live my quote unquote adult life. And I never really had these crazy entrepreneurial like dreams or goals. I just wanted to live a normal life and like live basically well. So yeah, after the first year in high school, I realized that this like school isn't really for me. I'm really bad at it. And it wasn't like that I was dumb. Yeah, maybe a bit. Like I consider that I'm a fairly simple guy, especially like academically. But yeah, I realized that okay, I won't be able to get into a good Finnish college. So I started looking at like different routes, going to Estonia, going to like a private college, saving a bit of money, paying for the college, and that way getting education. But yeah, also throughout that time, this is actually a really funny thing. I remember I was scrolling YouTube, and I'm like 15, 16. I was like 16 at the time, and like you want to look good, you want to look good for the ladies, you want to be like the fucking most handsome dude in school. So of course I was looking at that video that was basically it was like like top 3 jackets to own in the fall 2016 or something, some like fucking fashion video, like some dumb shit. And I was looking at the video, and in that video I saw a $600 diesel leather jacket. I was like, yo bro, I gotta get that. That's actually dope. Like I need that jacket. So I started applying for jobs at grocery stores and like just basic cafes and restaurants, etc. And yeah, it was fairly difficult. I didn't call a lot of places, but it was pretty hard. Everyone wanted to basically do an evening job on the side of going to high school. So yeah, I did that, never got a job, and then I heard about this opportunity. There was these guys running like a sales outsourcing company or like a sales company, and they were selling electricity contracts door to door. And I remember it's at this point it's winter in Finland. It's fucking cold. It's like minus 20, minus 30 degrees outside. I was like, yo, what are these guys doing? Like knocking on doors every evening, just selling electricity contracts. That sounds cool. Applied for that and got the job. And basically our sales training was our team leader. He was also a really young guy. Didn't really have any training on being a team leader. He basically just told me, yeah, here's our prices, here's our contract, there's the competition's contract, go out, knock some doors, make some sales, boom. And that's it. I was really fucking bad for the first 3 weeks. But gradually I started picking it up, and I started realizing like, okay, what is sales actually? How do we actually sell, and why would someone even care to buy this contract? And yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. I was making like 2,000 euros a month at that point, just selling electricity contracts, few hours every night. But yeah, it actually started picking up. I got really good at it. I got promoted to a team leader. I had my own team. Like I started from zero. We built it to 15 people, hired people, trained people. I managed 15 sales guys. No training at any point, so I was just freestyling it. And yeah, we had a fucking sick ass team. I made good money on it. I felt like I'm on top of the world, and everything was running really smoothly. And yeah, at that point I started having like I had like a few, like maybe 5,000 euros saved up in my bank account. I was like, okay, what do I do with this money? And like through sales, a lot of the people I were in contact with, like they were a lot really entrepreneurial people. I think like a lot of the sales guys, at least in Finland, they were really entrepreneurial. So I was like, yo, like maybe I'll start a business. So what I did, I went to Google and I like, I'm not kidding. Remember, I'm 16 or 17. I don't know shit about fuck at this point. So I googled buy a business. I googled buy a business, and I found this website, and it was like selling a bunch of different businesses, and I had like 5Gs. And then there was someone made a post like that they're selling an e-commerce store. And I was like, yo, shit, like e-commerce, that's actually dope. Didn't know anything about drop shipping, about e-commerce, anything about marketing really. The site was like 600 euros, and I bought that. And I just got access to a pre-built dropshipping store. It was like, I got played really hard on it. Zero revenue, zero clients, zero marketing. I just basically bought a pre-built dropshipping store. And then I was talking to the guy who sold it to me. I was like, yo, like, how does it actually work? And he was telling me that, yeah, I'm making 4K a month just by doing drop shipping. Like, this is like crazy shit. And I was like, okay, yo, tell me that 4K is a lot. And he gave me access to, if you OGs remember, Kevin David's, I think it's Dropshipping Ninja or E-commerce Ninja or something was the course was called. I went through that, built my own new dropshipping store, started running some ads, fucking like I wasn't making money. I was just burning everything on ads, and I really understood nothing about dropshipping or marketing or anything at that point. So short story short, bit flopped, but then I got an idea, or I actually saw an ad about the course, which was run a social media marketing agency, run an SMMA agency. I was like, oh, bet, like this actually could be something, like this makes sense, like running an agency, it's way better. So yeah, I went through the course, I bought the course, it was like 1K. I bought the course, started running the agency, set up the website. Again, didn't understand anything about anything. Didn't really understand how to run an agency, didn't really understand how to do sales, how to get leads, how to do service delivery, how to scale. Like, I had no fucking clue. But yeah, after the first few weeks, I signed my first client from my hometown. They were basically making work clothing, and we built them a funnel, and I actually like freestyle. I sold them I went to the meeting, I told them, yeah, this is gonna be like 1.5k a month or 2.5k a month, and then you need also a sales funnel or a landing page, and it's gonna cost you 1.5k as well. And they were like, okay, sounds good, bro. They bought it. And then I went home and I was like, what the fuck is a sales funnel? I didn't really know. Like, I really didn't know. I just heard that that's something that you really need. So I spent like a week, every single day, every single night, just watching videos about creating landing pages and funnels and all of that shit through YouTube. And I created them the first sales page. It was horrible, but it worked amazingly well. We got them really good results. We were running ads to the page. We were getting like 7 to 8x ROI. We were getting fuck ton of leads. It was crazy. And then I was like, oh shit, like I can actually learn anything from the internet. And that was like a huge turning point for me. But yeah, nothing really came from that agency. I think my highest month was like 7k a month. I was running it for like a year or two. I had a huge shiny object syndrome. I was doing everything, like affiliate marketing, drop shipping, sales, SMMA. Like I was doing everything on the side. And just trying to I started like developing this huge urge of like entrepreneurship. Like I was calling myself a CEO. Like I was completely clueless, and I had this huge shiny object syndrome, like trying to do everything. And at that point, my basically idea was like, okay, like 1 out of 14 businesses make it, or like it's something crazy like that. I can't remember the exact numbers, but like 13 out of 14 businesses fucking fail. So it's like, okay, if I just start 14 businesses, I'll probably get one that works. And yeah, like I was dumb. I was young and I was naive at this point. But yeah, that was basically my idea on how to make it work. So I was starting fucking everything. And at this time also, like as I'm running the agency, I'm doing the door-to-door sales, still running the team. Every single day, going out there selling in like shopping malls. Like we had like sales desks in shopping mall hallways. We were knocking doors. We had like every single morning we would like stand in a parking lot. We had like a meetup spot. We had like 15 guys, like 4 different cars. We would just, or like I would basically, I had like a software with a map, like a CRM, and I would like for every single sales rep, I would like mark this spot in the map, like go here and knock all these doors and sell. And then we would all go to like fucking different directions and just go and knock our areas, and then we would meet up after the day. And it was fucking fun. It was really crazy, and we were really good at it. We were the best team in the company, and we were getting great results. People were making good money at that point for at least for the like. We were young, we were 17, 18, 19, so we were making pretty good money for it. And at the same time, on the side, I'm trying to get this business thing to work. But yeah, so I struggle with shiny object syndrome. I make like 5-7k a month from my business max, 3, 4, 5,000 from my job. And yeah, it was just a big shit show. I was struggling with shiny object syndrome, had really no idea what I was doing. No clarity, and I just wanted to make it work. I remember I had this like feeling in my head, like if I could just live off of my business, like if I could just have an online business, I don't even need a lot of money. I just want to do that full time. Like I would do anything for that situation. So yeah, I did that, and then in Finland we have mandatory military, so we need to go. Okay, let's fucking actually skip that. Because mandatory is like, I think it's the wrong word. But yeah, then in Finland we have basically a military, like almost every single country. So yeah, I went to the military for 12 months. I met a lot of cool people there. I had to shut off almost all of the business stuff. I was in the military. I basically went to reserve officer school there. So that's like the highest rank that you can get. During the 12-month training period, and only like the top 7% get to go through that training. So I was fairly motivated. I was fairly disciplined. So I got there, graduated as a second lieutenant. Graduated as second lieutenant from the military. On strategic leadership and military strategy or something like that. I can't remember. And yeah, I basically just had a crazy 12 months there. It's really rough. It's actually really rough, really exhausting. Fucking, you wake up at 5 a.m. You fucking grind during the day. We had these like crazy 48-hour marches and like 2-week long trainings, and you wouldn't be able to sleep or eat, and it was just a crazy experience. But yeah, I think I really like understood discipline there, because it's like they really, at least in the school that I went to, the reserve officer school that I went to there. They really break you down. They really like fucking break you down to pieces. They really test you if you have what it takes. So I got like really destroyed there. But I think it also gave me a lot of really valuable learnings or experiences, and also really great friends. You really bond with the people when you go through an experience like that. But yeah, I did that. I came out of the military again. Basically, had nothing to my name. And I knew that, okay, the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the SMMA agents running again. Like I'm gonna just focus on this one thing. I'm just gonna get the SMMA agents running. I'm just gonna fucking beast it out. Actually, it didn't go like that. So yeah, then I come out from the military. I'm like, okay, now I'm about to fucking make this thing work. This is the year where I'm gonna be a full-time entrepreneur, full-time business owner. I'm gonna make it work. So the first thing that I did, I went to work again into a sales company that sold electricity contracts. We were like outsourced sales agents or sales reps. So we basically would have our own business and we would invoice them for the commissions. And yeah, that was like a little bit of a different company, because we were basically just traveling around the country. Every single Sunday evening, we would leave to another city, drive like through the whole day or through the whole night to another city. Then we would spend Monday to Saturday selling there again, like at different shopping malls, grocery stores, We had like a sales desk that we would take to other places. We would rent a sales spot there, and then we would stay there for the week. And we were doing like 10, 12-hour days, just fucking every single second, just like, hello, madam, can I ask you a quick question? What kind of electricity contract you have? Okay, amazing. Can I quickly show you? Come here. And then we would pitch and close, and it was funny. And at that place, people were making a lot more money because the work ethic was just a bit better, and also the commission structure was a bit better. So I did that for like 3 months. And at the same time, I tried to run the agency, but it wasn't really working. It was fucking fairly bad because I was working so much in the sales job. And then I remember this one day I had done like the last week, and then I remember this one day the previous week I had been set like at the sales desk. Basically for like 80 hours that week. I had pulled through like 7 days, like 10-hour days, 11-hour days, 12-hour days, and I had been there like 80 hours that day or that week. So the next Monday I come to the sales desk, and I'm alone there at a really, basically some places are easier to sell and some places are harder to sell at because some places just have more sales guys. So I was at a really hard place, and I was alone there, and I remember I was talking to this one guy trying to sell him the contract, and he just like told me to fuck off or something crazy. And normally that wouldn't really faze me, but now I was like, yo, shit, like this isn't what I'm meant to do. This isn't my shit. This isn't what I want for my life. So I called my boss immediately. I was like, yo, like this isn't for me. I gotta quit. I'm gonna leave right now. I'm gonna leave all the stuff here. I'm gonna leave the sales desk here. I'm just gonna fuck off. So I went home, and I was like, okay, like now let's get the SMMA agency rolling, and let's get the agency rolling. So I started getting some clients. I already had done it prior, like before I went to the army. So I had like a little bit of a better idea what I was gonna do. So I was selling to gyms. We were selling to chiropractors. We were selling to massage studios and all of that stuff. And the big problem there was that it was COVID. COVID was going really fucking crazy, so it was the worst niche to be in. And I was young and dumb again, so I thought that I could make it work, and I couldn't. And then at the same time, I got hit up by, and then basically. So yeah, and then I started realizing like, okay, this isn't it. Like again, like this won't be it. And I had this huge shiny object syndrome. Started fucking bouncing around, started like thinking about other things to do, and we got this idea that okay, let's build a sales outsourcing agency. I met this one dude who already was doing it. They had basically an automated cold calling machine, and they would basically just build a list of 1,000 companies or company CEOs, and they would record this 60-second pitch, which basically would be like, yo, this is an automated message, this is Levi. We have been helping business owners with X, Y, and Z. If you want to hear more information about this, press number 1 on your phone. And they had this fucking crazy lead generation method. And I met up with them, and I was like, okay, like let's build a sales outsourcing agency. So yeah, we basically sent one email, made one offer, got one meeting, and closed one client for the agency immediately. It was a $20 million or 20 million euro company from Norway. Huge company in the electricity business, because that's what I had done for like 4 or 5 years prior to that. So, because we made a fucking sick offer. Basically, our offer was that we'll generate the leads, we'll hire the sales guys, we'll train them, we take the meetings, we do the follow-ups, we pay the salaries, we close the clients, we onboard them, we do your system, we sign the contracts, and then you pay us a percentage of the revenue after they have paid. So we had a really crazy offer, so it was really easy to get clients. So we started selling their offer. We're just getting ramped up to it. We used the automated cold calling system, and I first did it alone, went really well. I broke their sales records immediately. It was B2B, so it wasn't the B2C anymore. So I broke their sales records immediately. We had a fucking overpowered system. Like everyone else was just manual cold calling. Like they had other sales partners, and everyone else was just cold calling, and we were just lamming fucking automated cold calls. So we would get like 40 to 50 warm leads every single day when we ran the machine. So I destroyed everyone. Then we started hiring more people. I started bringing my old sales friends in, like military friends in, and I trained them on sales. I showed them like, okay, this is how you get the leads, this is how you call the leads, this is what you say, this is how you do follow-ups, this is how you close, etc., etc., etc. So I started bringing on new people, and we had like at the best point we had like 6 guys working with us plus me. And we didn't have an office. I basically was living in a super small apartment in the capital of Finland, Helsinki, and of course I was living in like the city central because I wanted to be like close to all the I wanted to be close to everything. So I was living in the city central, but the problem there was it's fucking expensive to live there, so I had like a really small shitty apartment. So we would have like 6 guys in that apartment every single day, 10 hours a day. One would be under the bed, one would be on the bed, one would be in the bathroom, one would be like behind the sofa, one would be in the kitchen, just calling the warm leads and just doing follow-ups and closing. And yeah, it was crazy. We made good money with it. It worked fairly well, but again, after like 4 months of running it, they changed their commission structure completely. They got like basically a new head of sales, and she changed all the systems for the commissions that we were getting paid, so it wasn't profitable anymore. So yeah, basically at that point again we were like left with nothing. We started taking on random partnerships. We started selling supplements over the phone, hiring more people. At the peak we had like 17 people in a call center. We were selling D3 vitamins over the phone, and we were making good money again with it. Like the top month was like fucking, we were like really close to 7-figure run rate. But then like again, like I was young and naive, I was dumb, crashed the company, bad cash flow management, bad operations, everything was just fucked there. I didn't really know how to run a company with like fucking 17 sales reps, even though I had done it prior, but now it was a bit different because it was our own agency. But yeah, there I was. Now basically, like I know that this was a fairly long like warm up to the actual story, but I think like it's important for you to understand those things, because then you know like that before this huge growth happened, there was like 4 or 5 years of just struggling and failing and trying everything and struggling with shiny object syndrome, and like it wasn't like this. It wasn't super easy. Business is never easy. So I had just fucked up for 4 years straight before quote unquote making it. So yeah, there I was. I had just moved into a new place in Finland. We had just crashed the company. We basically, like, really short story, or basically like summarized our sales guys. Like when we shut down the sales outsourcing agency, we had to pay off all the expenses and all the contracts that we had. So we had to pay off rest of the rent. We had a lot of 12-month software contracts. We had a lot of tools. We had a lot of like just admin costs. And then like the biggest thing we had was this commissions for the sales guys. And we had almost paid off everything for the sales guys, and we had still like 5K. We had paid off like almost everything for the sales guys' commissions, but we still had like 9K to pay. We had 9K left, what we owed to the guys, and my co-founders were telling me that like there's no way we can pay. We have nothing on the business account. We have like legit €0 to the business. We already paid off everything, so we can't pay these guys. And for them it wasn't as bad because they didn't know the sales guys, but I knew them. They were my friends. Like even my brother was working for me, and they were my military friends, all sales guys. I knew that, okay, like if I fuck up now, and I don't pay them, it's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. So I had 4,000 euros in my own personal bank account, and we had €0 on the business account, and we had 9,000 euros to pay. So what I did, I got a loan, like a really sketchy loan, 5K loan, crazy interest rates. I had to pay it back like double with the interest rates that I had. But I needed it fast, so I didn't really have time to get a better loan. And also I was like, again, broke and young, and we had no business, so it's really hard to get a proper loan. So I got this loan. I had 9K. I paid all my sales guys, and just called them, told them like, yo, sorry, a bit of a delay on here, but I got the money. Here it is. Sorry about everything. Thank you for the past months. And yeah, there I was. I had just moved into a new place. I had spent rest of the money that I had. I had just moved into a new place. I had just spent all my money on the commissions. I had 64 cents in my bank account. I had $5,000 in. I was 5,000 euros in debt, and I had nothing. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a business. I didn't have clients. I didn't have an agency. I didn't have sales reps. I didn't have co-founders. I was fucking fucked. And at that point, I sat down and I was like, yo, bro, like I have failed for 5 years straight, and here I am left with nothing. I remember really vividly in my head, I was super hungry. I hadn't eaten in like a day or two. And I went to the grocery store and I tried to buy frozen meatballs so I could just like eat them. And my card declined. I couldn't I didn't have enough money for them. So I realized like, yo, like this might not be for me. And I'm not proud of this, but I wanted to quit, and I tried to quit. Not proud of it. I think it's really cringe that I did it, but I was just so tired of failing. I was so exhausted. I was just fucking defeated. So yeah, there I was. And I started going through different like job posts and different places. I wanted to choose, I remember I was thinking in my head, like, if I can just get a sales job that pays me 2.5k after the tax and I can work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, I would be so happy. I just want to chill. So I tried to get that, went through a lot of different job applications, like a lot of different places, but every place that I talked with, it felt like I was a bit overqualified. I already had like a lot of business experience. I had trained hundreds of sales reps. I had done sales for the fucking longest time, so I felt like that I was a bit overqualified for every job. And yeah, then I found this one really cool marketing agency, and they were hiring for a head of sales, and it would be like an outsourced position. So basically, I would again invoice them from my own company, and it was fully. I remember there was a small base salary for the first few months, but otherwise it was like fully commission only. And yeah, I remember that I hopped in a call with them, and I was talking with the CEO, and he was like, yo, like, bro, like, how much money do you need a month minimum? Because again, like for the first few months, like you probably are not going to make that many sales, because you need to still get ramped up and you need to build the pipeline, and there are sales cycles, and you need to like just get familiar with everything. So how much money do you need per month to survive? And I was like 1,500 euros. I was so down bad, bro. So I told him 1.5k. He told me like, yeah, we can make that happen. And I started working with them. They were fucking cool. I still talk to both of the founders of that company. They are like the fucking coolest people ever. Shout out to you guys if you are watching this, Jonas or Ronnie. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like basically just fucking the coolest guys ever. Crazy good. Basically bosses or partners or whatever you want to call them. Amazing guys. But yeah, so I started working with them. Started doing sales, and I remember we started running LinkedIn outreach. We started doing cold emails, and I also was going like through like newspapers and finding like lists of like companies that just got like really good growth or whatever, and I was calling them, yo John, congratulations on doing this, just wanted to call you, ask if you need any help with marketing. They had a bunch of different marketing services they were selling. They were like a really basic full service marketing agency. So yeah, we started running outreach for them, and the main thing that I like really quickly saw was like, okay, main thing that I really quickly saw was like, okay, like we don't really know like who we should be selling to and what we should be selling. We have a bunch of services, we have a bunch of case studies, we can basically sell to anyone, but what makes the most sense? So I just started like fucking figuring everything out on the foundational level as I was running cold outreach. And then I remember like I felt the crack. I was like, shit, I found the perfect market. I found the ICP. I scraped a list for it. I found a really good angle. I was like, okay, this is what we offer, this is how we sell it, this is who we sell to. I built the list, started running cold outreach, and we were booking meetings for like 7 to 8% booking rate. It was fucking crazy. I had great, like, it was working so well. I remember in December or January, I made like 8.4 thousand euros in commissions. I was like, boom, I'm back, baby. I have some money again, and it felt so good. But yeah, I remember I was looking at it and I was like, yo, like they had a crazy problem with like getting meetings and who to sell to, and we just sold it in like 2 months with cold emails. I thought this is fairly cool. So again, there I was, shiny object syndrome, entrepreneurial mindset, subconscious mind. I was like, bet, I gotta go for it. I gotta take the leap. This might be it. So I went and I started my own lead generation agency. Signed my first client on they paid the invoice on 31st of December because they wanted to get the tax deduction before the year changed. But yeah, I remember I was talking with them on like middle of December. I was like, yo, like let's do this next year. And they paid it on the last day of the year. And that was basically my first client. Started running outreach for them, started running cold emails for them. We booked like 14 calls in the first 14 days. They doubled their monthly revenue from like 12K to like over 20K. They were like a really small agency. And I was like, shit, like this actually works. Like I have something in my hands. This is crazy, bro. So yeah, started just signing a lot of small agencies, a lot of smaller marketing agencies around to Finland. Shit deals, low prices, no setup fees. I just wanted to get traction as fast as I could. Take all the risk, and we got sick results. We saw crazy growth with a lot of companies. We had one company, I remember, they were selling marketing services like social media management services to like really, really small companies, like 6-figure companies. And I told them like, yo, bro, like you can sell it to like way bigger companies. And I started running outreach for them. Previously, their biggest client was doing like 100K a month. I booked them meetings with like companies that were doing like 200 million a year, like 20 million a month. And it was just a fucking wild few months when I like realized that this is actually a crazy ass service to sell. Everyone wanted it. Everyone who I talked to, fucking like was like, yo, what is this? Like, this is crazy. Because I remember I had this fairly cool strategy how I pitched the service, so it wasn't like just appointment setting. It was like, we fucking crack outbound for you. Because again, with cold email, like people don't want to buy cold email. They don't want to basically buy an extra set of hands. They don't want to, like the things like list scraping, writing the campaigns, doing the follow-ups, doing the inbox management. Yeah, that's valuable, but that can be learned in like 2-3 days. So it isn't like super mega high value. But what really is value is, again, identifying the best niche, identifying like how to package the service, how to make it match the market sophistication and awareness level. And then when you have those pieces in place, then you can just use cold email to get the message across, the message from your client to the prospect. And that's like a really valuable aspect. So I was really focusing on that. So I got like crazy clients, really good results. After the first 92 days, I was making 13.5K a month, and yeah, things were just picking up. And then, like at this point, I didn't really know how to hire, how to outsource, how to scale. So I was doing everything by myself. I was really busy, and I had just signed this one client. They were like a really cool client. And I remember the first month that we ran outreach for them, we booked like 80 calls, and like 54 of those calls ended up being qualified. So we booked 54 qualified calls in the first 4 weeks of doing outreach for them. And I remember the founder of the company called me and it was like, yo bro, like why did you sell this for us for so cheap? And I remember I had sold it for like 2.5K starting fee or like 3K starting fee and then like 200 per call. And that was like crazy good money for me. That was the biggest deal I had ever done, and I was really hyped for it. And I told them that no, like that's actually the biggest deal that I ever have done. Like that was fucking crazy. That's really good money. And he told me like, no, like this is crazy value, like 54 qualified calls in a month. And I told him like, yeah, but that doesn't happen with every single client. Like that doesn't always happen. It's normally like 10. And he's like, yeah, but still, like that's like a huge pain point that you're solving and you're selling it basically for free. So just go and fucking triple your prices and like you can just triple your prices and people will still buy it. I was like, what? What is this guy on about? But he was way smarter than me at that point. They had built one agency to 160K a month. So I was like, oh, like this guy has to know something that I don't. So the next call I went to, I tripled my prices, 0 price objections, closed the deal. And then I realized like, oh shit. Like if I actually like, instead of selling cold email, if I sell like cracking outbound, solving big problems, growing your company, like I can charge way more money for it. So yeah, that's what I did. I started working way closer with the guy who told me to triple my prices. We basically partnered up. He helped me with a lot of like scaling and hiring and like outsourcing, and he just taught me a lot of shit. And yeah, like long story short, 6 months after starting the agency, we hit our top month, which was like $44,000 a month. And yeah, and one of the sickest things was like, at that time, I was working like 2 to 3 hours a day, 4 days a week, and we were still running really sick profit margins. So yeah, that's how it happened. And yeah, I know like after that you might be thinking like, yo bro, like that was fairly anticlimactic. That there wasn't really like anything game breaking. But yeah, it's not game breaking. If you just sell cracking outbound to companies who don't know how to crack outbound, basically you sell the service or the process of we'll identify who is your best client, we'll identify how to position your offer, and we'll communicate your offer to your best client with cold email, and we'll grow your company and we'll fucking fix your problems. If you sell that, you're able to charge higher prices. It's not that hard to get results, and you can get sick clients. But yeah, so for us to go from 13K a month to 44K a month, basically the main things was we just had to crack the back end, so basically systemize, outsource, automate, tripled our prices, and do more outreach, do more call, do more outreach. And that was it. There wasn't like any magic stuff happening. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I went from 0.64. That's how I went from 64 cents in my bank account to making over 40K a month by running a lead generation agency in 6 months. It was for sure like crazy growth. Right now, as you can see, I'm living in Dubai. A lot of my like main efforts right now are going into Agents of Velocity IO, which is our consultancy company where we basically help other aspiring lead generation agency owners use the same stuff that I learned and our other consultants and partners learned, and we basically just help them scale from 0 to $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month with the same stuff that we use. I still have agency clients. All of our partners and consultants are running client projects just to make sure that the information doesn't get outdated. But yeah, I'm really focusing on agentvelocity.io right now because I truly enjoy the community aspect and also just seeing the crazy transformation that we are able to provide for other people and making sure that they don't have to struggle like I had to. We helped John Ma go from 0 to $14,800 a month in like 3 months. We helped Wyatt get to $10,000 a month. We helped Wyatt go from $500 a month to $10,000 a month in 3 months. We helped Daniel to go from 0 to $15,000 a month in 16 weeks. We helped Christian and Huey go from 0 to $25,000 a month in 13 weeks. We helped Joel go from $0 to $18,000 a month in 4 weeks. We helped Oliver go from $0 to $17,000 a month in three months. So yeah, and we have like tens of, and yeah, we have a bunch of more results like that. We have a crazy good community, and I really enjoy that. Just talking with people, helping them grow their companies, making their dreams come true, basically helping them to crack outbound for other companies with their niche, with their offer, funnels, sales, scaling, hiring. It's really interesting to me right now, and that's what I'm focusing on most of my time. And yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I also post a lot of content here on YouTube, on Twitter, maybe some other platforms in the future. If you want to learn more about my journey or see what I'm doing right now, you can go check those out at Leevi Eerla in both of those platforms. We are building Agents of Velocity. I'm living here in Dubai, at least for the next few months. Might leave to Europe for the summer because it gets so hot here through the summers. And yeah, if you want to learn more about Agents of Velocity, if you are looking to build a lead generation agency yourself, like I mentioned, it's our consulting company. We help our clients scale to $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month using the stuff that we did. So go check our website, go through the materials, book a call with us if that's something that you're interested in. If you just want to learn more and follow my journey, follow me here, subscribe to me here on YouTube, and check me out on Twitter. And yeah, I truly hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that this video wasn't like super confusing and unclear because I just rambled for I don't even know how much the time is. I don't even have I don't even know. But yeah, I hope this video was valuable. Even though I just rambled for I don't even know for how long. I can't see the recording time from here. But yeah, check out Agents Velocity, check out my Twitter, check out my YouTube, subscribe, like, shoot me a comment under the video on what you want to learn more about. If you want to learn about building a lead gen agency, I have a lot of crazy videos about that in my channel, so go check it out. And yeah, I truly enjoyed it, and I truly hope that you liked it. So yeah, peace. But yeah, I truly hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a fucking amazing rest of the year or whatever time. Wait. But yeah, I truly hope that you liked and enjoyed the video. If you wanna crack outbound, But yeah, I truly hope that you enjoyed the video. If you are looking to crack outbound, go through my other videos and learn how to crack outbound for other companies. Let's fucking kill this week, this day, this month, this year, this century, whatever time you're watching this, whatever goals you have, just fucking don't stop. That's like the main thing that I want you to remember from this video. Don't quit. That would have been the worst mistake of my life if I had quit. So I'm fortunate that I wasn't successful doing so. Don't fucking quit. Keep going. Whatever goals you have, you are able to achieve them. I guarantee you, it's impossible not to win if you never stop. So fucking go get it. Stop being a little bitch. You have it in you. Thank you. Bye. Yo, Jake, I don't know if that was good or not, but let's go with that. Fucking hell. That was crazy. I'm gonna 100% record more of these videos with this background.